Am I the asshole for telling my sister that her lack of personal hygiene is the real reason no job will hire her and not sexism? This concerns my sister Lily, who's graduating soon. Our parents taught us the importance of personal hygiene and keeping yourself presentable. But I guess Lily fell off the wagon while dorming in college because it feels like she dropped everything to do with personal hygiene since moving back home. It's easier to explain with a list of things she isn't taking care of. Hair, very oily/greasy and always tangled from the lack of wash and brushing. Skin, also very oily and greasy from no wash. Nails, never trimmed, so they're long and yellow from grime. Clothes themselves are nice, but she leaves them sloppy and wrinkled. Body, she showers once a week tops. I'm not sensitive to smell, but my sister reeks, and honestly, it makes me gag sometimes. Lily's upset because she says she can't get an in-person job in her field and she wants to give up. Our parents have tried telling her that presentability and hygiene is as important as the credentials when getting jobs, but my sister won't listen. Lily has a rocky relationship with our family, so she takes it as a personal attack rather than them trying to help.
Yeah.
Lily is now blaming sexism and saying men are all just intimidated by a competent woman, and that's the sole reason why she hasn't gotten a job. If she wants to lie to herself, it's her life. Whatever. What I can't stand is her trying to make it my problem and expect validation from me. Lily just did a bunch of interviews, but they all went cold after and none panned out into jobs. She was venting to me last week about how companies in this field are all boys clubs and quick to shoot down a woman they know is intellectually above them. I was basically just like, good for you. Can I please finish my session in peace now? Lily got defensive and said she's just warning me, and then doubled down saying most men are selfish and I should save myself the headache now. She was saying this with my male friends on the phone call. I had enough and I told Lily that her lack of personal hygiene is the real reason no job will hire her. So stop blaming others and think for 2 seconds. If you were a company owner who needs to impress investors to keep your own family afloat, would you want to be represented by someone who looks and smells like a homeless person or someone who is presentable and takes care of themselves? We got into an argument and Lily is now either giving me one-word answers or not saying anything to me at all. I'll be honest that we argue a lot, but Lily normally would have gotten over it by now. Did I do the right thing giving Lily a dose of reality, or did I fuck up here? So top comment, not the asshole, but I would be concerned about why Lily has let herself get to that point. Speaking from experience, keeping up with personal hygiene was really difficult when I was struggling with depression, but I still made an effort to look presentable when I had to go out. I don't know if that's what your sister's going through, but it might be worth looking into. That said, she also needs to learn how to self-reflect and hold herself accountable instead of blaming other people for her failures and projecting her personal experiences onto you. You did the right thing by pointing it out to her. Hopefully, it will serve as a wake-up call. And then, hopefully this isn't it, but people go in the comments, they're like, this is where my mind went to. Depression or an incident triggered the change in habits. And somebody else said, I'm leaning towards incident. The verbal aggression towards men and lack of hygiene could both be because she was harassed or assaulted. She may be purposely making herself unattractive so that she feels safe, like she won't be targeted. She needs therapy to get to the bottom of whatever's going on here. And I hope that's not it.
Am I the asshole for stealing the guy my sister likes? Okay, so this is what's going on in my oh-so-lovely life. I, 24 female, recently started dating my childhood friend, Mark, 26 male. We've been dating for about 4 months now, but only recently told our families about our relationship. Amy, Mark's mother, and my mom were also childhood friends and have remained very close. Due to their close friendship, my siblings and I also became close to Mark and his twin sister when we moved closer to them when I was 8. My sister Mia, 26 female, was always closer to Jess, Mark's twin sister, growing up. They ended up having a lot more in common, while Mark and I bonded over our shared passion for Mario Kart and books. Not to brag, but I'm better than he is at Rainbow Road. As an avid Mario Kart player, Rainbow Road is probably one of my least favorite tracks. Just had to throw that out there. When Mark got to high school, things did change for a bit. We weren't constantly hanging out with each other since we were in different schools, but we still went to see movies occasionally, or if the fair was in town, I'd join him and his high school friends. Mia and Jess would sometimes join us, but they weren't all that interested in most of the things we did. Like a few times we went camping. Both of them went with us once and never joined us again, deciding it wasn't for them. That's perfectly fine, because camping isn't for everyone. When Mark turned 18, he decided he wanted to join the Coast Guard. We wrote, called, and messaged each other constantly while he was serving. He just finished his 8-year contract and is thinking about going for another 4 years. When he came home, he invited me to check out a new bakery that his mom mentioned to him. I have a huge sweet tooth and I couldn't say no to spending time with him or miss the chance to stuff my face with pastries, so of course I said yes. As I'm stuffing my face with said pastries, he blurts out that he likes me and he wanted to know if I was interested in a relationship with him. Aw, Mark, he took you to the bakery because he knows you like sweets. How cute! How cute! I said yes after choking on my pastry. He apologized for not waiting for me to swallow first. I love this, it's so cute. Anyways, here's where things get interesting. Girl, I forgot that your sister is gonna come in starting shit. Girl, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Amy wanted my family and I to come over for Sunday dinner at her house. Mark and I decided that it was the perfect time to announce our relationship to our families since everyone would be in one place. We did it after everyone was done eating but still sitting at the table talking. My mom and Amy were thrilled by the news. Amy gave me a big hug and asked me when it started before saying that she was happy for us. I love that. Later on, Mia cornered me in the kitchen when I went to get a drink. She started berating me for taking the guy that she likes. Mia, did we know that you like him? Does Mark know that you like him? Have you ever spoken to the man outside of family gatherings? I was incredibly confused because she never mentioned liking anyone to me, let alone Mark. Well, there you go. I didn't even know she talked to him. She probably fucking don't. I told her this, but she was adamant that I knew and I did it on purpose. We ended up getting into a heated argument and she stormed out. After she stormed out, my mom asked what happened, and when I told her, she asked if I knew Mia liked Mark. I said no. My mom said she didn't know either. I asked Jess if she knew since she's Mia's best friend. Jess said she had no clue, and Mark was confused because he hasn't really talked to her since he left for the Coast Guard. 8 years? 8 years? Mia! How long have you and Mark been in a relationship in your head, girl? Mark left for the Coast Guard 8 years ago. You barely talked to him, but now your sister's an asshole for taking the guy that you like. How the fuck was we supposed to know? That's insane. Mark was confused because he hasn't really talked to her since he left for the Coast Guard. He says she sends him holiday texts like Happy New Year's and Christmas, but that's it. Mia is now refusing to talk to me, and a few of our mutual friends are saying that I'm an asshole for not knowing when I'm her sister. I don't think I'm the asshole, but now I'm just wondering if I might be. So am I the asshole? Girl, what the fuck? How the hell are you supposed to be the asshole for dating somebody that your sister liked, but literally no one, not a single person, including her best friend or the guy that she likes, knows that she likes that guy? Get the fuck out of here. So you supposed to be a fucking mind reader now? They think you're all powerful and you should know shit even when it's not put into the atmosphere? That's crazy. Your sister's insane. Update. Oh my gosh, I might just choke my sister. If it was legal, I definitely would. My mom just called me sobbing about how Mia is now refusing to talk to her or our stepfather and is also no longer coming to our younger stepbrother's birthday party because she feels betrayed that they're siding with me. I'm incredibly pissed off at her at the moment, but here's what my mom said happened. Mia called to ask about our younger brother Mike's birthday party next weekend. He's turning 11 and is super excited for his birthday because my parents and I told him if he got at least a B average for the whole year, we'd take him and 5 of his closest friends to Dave & Buster's for his birthday. Needless to say, he kept up his end of the deal, so we're keeping our end. Apparently, Mia was wondering if Mark and I would be there as well. That's the whole reason she called. That's the answer. She wasn't worried about Mike's birthday party. She wanted to know, even though she already knows the answer, so she can start drama. Your sister needs fucking help. It's a really stupid question because I'm helping pay for it, and Mike adores Mark. She already knows that we're going. Our mom said yes, of course we'd be there. Mia then began pleading with her to ask me to stay home because she didn't feel comfortable being around me because she still felt betrayed or whatever. Then stay home. Your comfort is not for anybody else to deal with. If you're upset about somebody else being at a location that you can always say no to going to, it's your obligation to not go. You don't ask for somebody to tell someone else to stay home so you can feel better about yourself. Bitch, no. Our mom said no. She wouldn't be asking me to stay home because not only did I help pay for the party, but this is Mike's party and he wants the both of us there. Mia then apparently began screaming at her over the phone for choosing me over her, even though I hurt her and she felt betrayed. Our stepfather tried to intervene because our mother started crying, but Mia just began screaming at him before saying she was no longer coming to the party and hanging up. Mia is now refusing to answer either of them. So am I the asshole? No, you're still not the asshole, and your sister is still crazy. My advice to you would be to ignore your sister. You cannot argue with someone that is fucking crazy, because all they're going to do is drive you fucking crazy. It's not going to bother her because she already fucking crazy. She been here. Nah, baby, move on. Ignore your sister and enjoy your relationship.